Ladies and gentlemen, the players caught us off guard there. Actually, they were back to court quickly. We're underway. One love. Shahid Khan takes the first point in our quarterfinal match of the 2013 Bottini Fuel World Open. Mohamed El Sherbini serving, the young Egyptian, originally from Alexandria, Egypt. Puts that ball deep, just out of the reach of Shahid. 2-1 to Mohamed El Sherbini. The voice you may hear in the background is the voice of Nathan Tico, originally from Allentown, Pennsylvania. The young man is doing a lot of refereeing for PST, doing a nice job for us. And as he calls out the score, 2-3, Shahid Khan, the big left-hander from England, serving against the young Egyptian, Mohamed El Sherbini. Khan is dressed in all white. On court. Ball's too deep, out of the reach, 4-2 to Sherbini.
4-2.
That ball just clips the tin as Mohamed tried to volley the ball. Shahid serving 4-5. That ball catches the nick, doesn't come out far. Point to Sherbini. I think that's 6-4.
6-4.
Yeah. Referee saying 5-all, but he misspoke. Mohamed questions him and calls out the right score, 6-4.
5-6.
Shahid reaching far for those balls. Looks like he picked him up, but Mohamed wins the rally, 7-5. Cross court from Mohamed, deep, doesn't come out again, 8-5. Mohamed tries to take the backhand lob cross court, clips the tin. Shahid wins the point, 6-8. Mohamed really working hard to get to that ball. Works around Shahid. Interesting, both players apologizing to each other for a little bit of a bump. really good to see players playing in the right spirit of the game. Certainly wanting to advance to tonight's semifinals, but showing each other the respect of a cleanly played squash match. Both players working hard there at the front. The ball too tough for Mohamed at the back of the court. Clips the tin. Shahid stays in it. 7 serving 9 in the game 1 of our quarterfinal match between Shahid Khan and Mohamed El Sherbini. Mohamed, the talented young Egyptian from Alexandria, Egypt. Shahid, originally from Ipswich Town in Suffolk County, England. This time, Mohamed takes game 1, 11-7. Crowd here at Live Technology expressing their support. We'll be back in just a moment after a word from the law offices of Joseph Rosen.
Obtaining citizenship should be easy, but it's not. Issues such as time out of the country, past DUI convictions, and other minor criminal convictions can cause serious problems. These problems lengthen the process and can increase the complexity. On the other hand, I have had clients who have obtained citizenship through a parent and didn't know it. My name is Joe Rosen. My immigration law offices have helped many people like you successfully get through the citizenship application process. Our focus is immigration, and as a former FBI agent and a lawyer, I know how government agencies operate. My knowledge and experience will make dealing with the Department of Homeland Security easier for you and could be the difference between getting citizenship or not. Call me at 678-461-6046 to make an appointment for a consultation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back courtside at the 2013 Bottini Fuel PST World Open. I do want to thank our tour sponsor, the law offices of Joseph Rosen, an immigration attorney really specializing in athletes, helping golf professionals, tennis professionals, and of course squash players who want to come to the United States and work in the U.S. or compete with the paperwork process. Big fan of the sport of squash and a great supporter of Pro Squash Tour. Good man. The players are on court right now. On the left side of the court, a big left-hander from England, Shahid Khan, facing off against Mohamed El Sherbini. Mohamed won the opening game 11-7. Began game 2 with his serve, but Shahid takes the opening point, 1-0 to Shahid Khan. Shahid appealing for the point as the ball skips out in the center there. Shahid electing to challenge the call. 2 players are, the challenge officials, as I'm listening right now, do not agree on the decision. Both challenge officials agree to overturn the call, giving the point to Khan. The referee's decision is overturned. And a quick rally there gives Shahid the first 3 points of the rally, first 3 points of game 2. Shahid is a very difficult player to play. Of course, it's not too common to see a big left-hander on court, but he is so long and tall. He's just about 6'3" tall. He is able to take the ball so early, as you saw right there, with his very quick hands. He poses a lot of challenges for players trying to put the ball deep in the court. But he's also one of the nicest people on and off the court that you'll see in the professional game as that ball goes out. Shahid was selected as Pro Squash Tour Sportsman of the Year, an announcement earlier this month. Shahid did spend some time touring the world professionally, but now is spending a lot of his time teaching in Rye Brook, New York's Club at 800, right off of Interstate 287. Mohamed El Sherbini, based in Boston right now, training. Spends a lot of time at Harvard University. In this case, turn at the back glass, probably going to result in a replay of the rally to protect the safety of the players. Yeah, it's just as I expected. In the Pro Squash Tour, we don't replay many rallies, but one case we do is a turn at the back glass where the player has lost sight of his opponent. It's an unsafe situation to hit the ball. Both players know that. The referee made the right call. We replay that rally. And now after losing the first 3 points of game 2, Mohamed's come back and knotted it up 3-all. That ball just too deep and too fast. Shahid couldn't quite catch up to it. 4-3. The young Egyptians won the last 4 rallies and now has a lead in the game 2. That ball not wide enough. Mohamed's able to put his racket on it. Now has a 5-3 lead. Yeah. Yeah, from our angle, that looks like the right decision. The ball was a little bit loose, but Mohamed wasn't quite on it. Shahid had cleared a path to the ball. Mohamed challenges the call when he didn't get it, but both challenge officials agree. The call stands. Point to Khan. The big lefty took that one out of the air, and with a cross-court nick, the ball rolled out. Mohamed didn't even make a step for it. All he could do was say, nice shot to Shahid. That ball right through the center of the court caught Shahid by surprise. Point to Sherbini, 6-5. Once again, I do want to thank local sponsors who have helped bring Pro Squash Tour back to Tuxedo Park, New York. We're very grateful for the support of Halsa Mat. You can see them at halsamat.com. Laxton Money Making Machines. Cool Cap, both spelled with a K. DCI Drug Check Consulting. United Check Cashing. Keel Heating and Air Conditioning. Wonderful support of the Pro Squash Tour across the United States, particularly in New Jersey and New York area. And of course, Bottini Fuel, the title sponsor of the Bottini Fuel PST World Open. 7-6. And finally, last but not least, the staff and leadership of Live Technology, a high-tech company based here in Tuxedo Park, New York. Wayne Rivers, the South African president of the company, such a big fan of the game of squash, he built a court in his offices. Mohamed puts that ball away quickly with some authority. 8-6. A quick hold and a flick of the wrist from Shahid. Wrong foot's Mohamed. Sends him the wrong way. 7-8. Mohamed took game 1, 11-7. Shahid is fighting hard here in game 2, but Mohamed wins that point 9-7. Mohamed got a racket on that ball, but wasn't able to put it away. 8-9. Shahid fighting strong here in game 2. Shahid talking to himself, frustrated at losing that. He'd fought so hard to get back to 8-9. Now has facing game ball. Mohamed serving 10-8. That ball. Tough post. Doesn't come back out. Shahid can just watch it roll out. Mohamed El Sherbini takes a 2-games-to-love lead in this quarterfinal match featuring Shahid Khan of England versus Mohamed El Sherbini. We'll be back in just a moment after a word from the Downtown Cleveland Business Alliance.
So we definitely made a commitment to the city and to ourselves for at least 10, 15 years. We have views all the way from downtown out to Lake Erie.
Being a young professional downtown, this is like the place to be. The energy downtown is amazing.
Playhouse Square, the restaurants are our favorite part.
It's a city that's really coming back and becoming the city to be in.
Obtaining citizenship should be easy, but it's not. Issues such as time out of the country, past DUI convictions, and other minor criminal convictions can cause serious problems. These problems lengthen the process and can increase the complexity. On the other hand, I have had clients who have obtained citizenship through a parent and didn't know it. My name is Joe Rosen. My immigration law offices have helped many people like you successfully get through the citizenship application process. Our focus is immigration, and as a former FBI agent and a lawyer, I know how government agencies operate. My knowledge and experience will make dealing with the Department of Homeland Security easier for you and could be the difference between getting citizenship or not. Call me at 678-461-6046 to make an appointment for a consultation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back courtside. The players are on court. Mohamed El Sherbini in the blue sleeves facing Shahid Khan, dressed all in white. He could just as easily be competing at Wimbledon right now. Mohamed won the first two games of this quarterfinal match. Game 1, 11-7. Game 2, 11-8. Both players looking back to the referee for clarification on whether that ball clipped the tin or not. Referee indicating that the ball was good. In Pro Squash Tour, we do not replay many rallies, but the unique perspective of the referee, sometimes the player's body simply obstruct his view of seeing the ball, whether it was not. Both players appeared to be unsure about whether it was good or not. So they, because the referee was unsighted, they chose to replay the first rally of the match. When it was replayed, Mohamed won the second instance of it. Shahid fights back, and now we're tied at 1 in the third game of a quarterfinal match between Mohamed El Sherbini and Shahid Khan. Although squash is played by an estimated 20 million people in 185 different countries across the world, England and Egypt have really been traditional powerhouses in squash. Mohamed from Alexandria, Egypt. Shahid, originally from Ipswich Town in Suffolk, England. Mohamed's very much at the beginning of his pro career, which promises to be a very strong one. He was the Egyptian junior national champion, a company rich in squash talent. You do not see at the pro level serves out in that case. That one got away from Mohamed. Point to Shahid. Shahid at 33 years of age is probably in the last few years of his pro career. But it's a classic matchup featuring England and Egypt. Often at the World Team Championships, you'll see these two countries face off. Mohamed is just sitting at the front of the court, putting the ball deep. Drops the ball. Shahid picks it up with a lob, once again going out. Shahid 3-4. Flick of the wrist from Mohamed, but that ball clips the tin. And we're knotted up at 4. Shahid whipping that ball across court. The ball rolls out. Mohamed can get it before it rolls twice. 5-4 to Shahid. Mohamed taking the ball early now. Shahid talking to himself, trying to will himself on to put the ball a little bit wider, a little bit deeper. But now we're tied up here at 5 in game 3. Well, Mohamed attempting a drop shot from the back of the court. That ball just clips the tin. 6-5, Shahid leads. As I was saying earlier, Shahid is so tough because at 6'3" and a long wingspan, he really is able to take the ball early, put some pressure on his opponent. Showing that in this rally here. Got extended reach. Mohamed will be appealing for the point. Gets it. If a player prevents your movement to a playable ball or your shot to the front wall, players appeal to the referee for the point and should get it, as Mohamed did in that case just a minute ago. Strong boast from Shahid. Actually extends out of the court. Ball might have gone out of the camera view for a moment. Sherbini serving, 7-6. Another flick of the wrist from Shahid, sends the ball across court. 7-all. Shahid complimenting his opponent on a nice shot as Mohamed takes the lead, 8-7. Turnabout's fair play, and Shahid takes the next rally, 8-8. Good boast from Mohamed, too much for Shahid to get to, 9-8. Referee calls out 10-8. Match ball, a tin from Shahid, gives the match to Mohamed. Shot a tough result, but a very cleanly played match by both of you. Just it went to Mohamed today.
A very fun game. I really enjoyed it. Simple fact is, I'm not conditioned to play Mr. Sherbini over here. I couldn't keep it going. He had some fantastic shots. He cuts the ball off well. I used as much running as I can to retrieve and try and keep the ball strong down the walls, but when you get tired, you lose your mental game as well, and I was just trying to hope for easy winners, and that wasn't going that way today. He's consistent, and he kept it together. Well played to Sherbini.
Well, you're always a great gentleman on court, and this is the first time I've seen you since we announced you as the Pro Squash Tour Sportsman of the Year. Squash is a gentleman's game, and it's a chance for me to publicly thank you for exhibiting the qualities that we love to see in our professional players.
Thank you, Joe. I hope I can continue that way. I really love the PST, and I like everybody on the tour, and it's, it's a nice home, really, the tournaments, everything. So I will be back next year. I look forward to it.
We're thrilled to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, England's Shahid Khan. Well played. Great match, well played. Mohamed, Shahid poses a lot of challenges for players to get on court, but you seem to be in good form today.
He was playing really tight shots, and I wanted to keep it always low because he's getting all the high shots. So I was putting my attack game at level A, so I have to beat him like that.
Yeah, at 6'3", he's a very long player. Takes the ball early. It's tough to get it to the back court.
It's very tough to play with him at the back because he's very tall. So I had to keep it really low and tight, so he cannot take volleys on me and make me move around a lot, so it worked.
Well, congratulations on a great match. We'll see you in the semifinals tonight.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Egypt's Mohamed El Sherbini. Well played. We've got one more match in the quarterfinals today, and I see that our players are ready, so we won't have any intermission at all. Please join me in welcoming a young man making his second appearance in Pro Squash Tour action this year. In January, he reached the finals of the Philadelphia Open. Please join me in welcoming, originally from Egypt, Mohamed Arafa. His opponent hails originally from Egypt, but Italy, but he has represented both France and Italy in competition. Today he comes in wearing Italian colors. He is Italy's #1 player. Ladies and gentlemen, Stefano Califi.